Would you like to find out what April is in store for you and your ex? Well, if you do, you're in the right place. Beautiful Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So we are going to go through it step by step and week by week. And by the end of the reading, we are going to answer that particular question that is burning in your heart. Okay, but without further ado, we are going to start immediately. Sorry, this was left from the previous reading. What the universe wants to reveal about the state of your connection right now. Okay, so let's have a look. This is very important. And here we go. What do we have? Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Wow, this is really for you. You are the 12th sign of the zodiac. You are the one that dissolves all of boundaries. That you are connected to the universe and to every single being that there is in the world and in the universe. You are ruled by Neptune. So this is perfect. I want to read it again. Truth transcends illusion, the dragonfly. So it's like as if it's saying things that you can't still see in April will become seen, and whatever it looks as an illusion will become reality. It's really a strong message here, and please let me know if it does resonate with you, okay? But now we are going to take 3 cards and check the attitude of your ex towards you during this month, okay? Just give me a moment to finish shuffling, and here we go. What do we have? Ripeness. They're ready for something. Did they come through a kind of awakening, a kind of understanding, a kind of higher consciousness about your connection, or about what? What are they ready to do? And here we see friendliness. Okay, we might be talking here about a connection where at the moment or immediately after the breakup was not in the best of terms. When the breakup happened, this person could have said, I don't want to talk to you anymore, and so on and so forth, or could have been you, but I sense it was more from their side. So now they're ready to open up their heart again and to start a connection on a different footing, more friendly. But please remember that this doesn't mean that they are going to friend zone you, but you know, we need to do things step by step, okay? And then what do we have? Consciousness. Did I say a conscious, conscious, a kind of leveling up? So they're really ready of understanding. Well, they understood all of that, and they're ready to open up communication and to be friendly again. I feel that is coming, whatever they're aware of this or not, from their understanding at a soul level of how much you were good to them and how much you had as an important person into their growth, soul growth, okay? But now let's go into the tarot and see how this story unfolds throughout the month. And here we've got the 5 of Swords. Yes, didn't I say that immediately I felt that the breakup was not great? Wasn't an amicable break or something like that, because here I can see arguments and somebody being quite rude to you or quite cold and catty, and just let me know if that was the case, okay? And here we have got the 5 of Pentacles. Yes, they left you feel very lonely and not understood. And I feel that they should have avoided acting like that. There was no need if they had decided to initiate the breakup. Or maybe was it you? Was it you instead that initiated the breakup and you got that treatment? But that it left you feel a very sour taste in your mouth because they didn't understand, okay? Let's keep going because this is really interesting. And here, wow, I'm delighted because what we see here immediately is the healing coming in the first week of April. And we see it there, ripeness and friendliness. As I said, things need sometimes, if there is a very bad breakup, instead of jumping immediately, at least most of the time, it's not an immediately jumping back as being lovers, as being partners, but through the friendliness. And here with the Star card, the healing and also the wish fulfillment, because that's, we wish upon a star. Here we go. Now, do you have yourself Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising in your chart, or is this your person? Okay. And then we've got the High Priestess. Here there is things still that haven't been revealed, okay? First week in April, you will see, yes, everything is starting to move towards the right direction, but not completely revealed. There is things, there is secrets here. But let's see, what do we see? We see a Strength card, okay? Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising is appearing here. Strength card. There is things that, as I said, again, I am going about the secrets that they are held back with quite a lot of power, quite a lot of, you know, when you hold very tight onto something, but you know, we'll see now if we can unfold them. And here we've got the Page of Cups. Second week, we see now the person contacting you, your ex contacting you, asking you maybe how are you feeling, how things are going, you know, being very kind, okay? And here it's where we see the friendliness happening. And the Four of Wands. Now, this could also be that maybe if you've got common friends or whatever, you could meet them at a party, or you could meet them at some kind of wedding of some common friends or something like that. But let's see. And what do we have here? We've got the Death card, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising here. You will see whatever you're going to meet them in person, or whatever they're going to contact you, you will see a big difference in them, because this is the death, and a rebirth. And then the Two of Wands. We see you here, Pisces. This Two of Wands, I feel, is very much for you, at a point where you say, and now what do I do? Are they really changed? Or is this just a show? And what do they want? Because they come in friendly and then they leave you hanging there. So you don't understand, do they want to be only friends? Are they friend zoning me? Do they want to be friends with benefit? What? You know, so let's go within the third week. And here we've got the Ten of Swords. This is the end of your pain, okay? I sense that whatever terrible feelings you might have got with the breakup, that came with the breakup at the start of the third week of April, yes, you acknowledge the pain that you went through, but it's at the end of it, thank God, you know? And then we have got the Page of Wands, another communication from them. Okay, so the first communication at the start of the second week, it's very much gentler. During the third week, there is another communication coming in from them, but much more light, much more like an invitation to go out and do something fun, and that you would do to a friend as well. So they're still keeping on that kind of level. And what do we have then? And then we've got the Seven of Swords. Now, can you trust this person? I'm not too sure. This Seven of Swords could be you, okay? Could be you, that you did go through such a pain that now you're trying of not meeting this person until you're sure of their of what they want to do, you know, what is their intention. But could also be them, that they are just trying to be friendly and then decide to still be doing what they are doing at the moment on the outside. That means if they are free to maybe dating others and so on and so forth. We will see in the fourth week. But before that, we are going to take a moment right now and see how this connection has evolved, okay, up until the third week of April. And we are checking now the shift with 3 cards. And what do we have here? We've got coming apart. Okay, coming apart, it's always quite a controversial energy to feel, because coming apart, it's definitely the person that has changed. We saw it there with the Death card, but at the same time, it's coming apart could be that you say, no, I went through too much, I am not ready to open the door to you again. And here we've got the goblins. Yes, why? Because from your point of view, from your perspective, you still have, if you think back, if you allow yourself to go back, thoughts about fights. And not only because of that Five of Swords, that was the card that opened the tarot reading in this particular reading, but because the 5 is repeated here again. There was a lot of fights in this connection. Am I correct? And the goblins, you are still having problems digesting those moments of, you know, battles between the two of you, and you live them as a kind of no, it's not nice feeling you get from them. And then what do we have? Spirit of place. Yes, you need to feel, and you need to really live the moment right now, okay, to stay grounded, because as I said at start of the third week, the pain is, you are understanding the pain you went through, but it's the end of the pain. So now to really reconnect to your full self and start again, you're like a planet after coming out of a retrograde motion. So you went back in the pain, now you stop the pain, and you are charging. You need to charge the energy to move forward again. So to do that, you need to stay in the moment, okay? Now we are going to see your last week for the month of April, but remember that when this reading is finished, you will find a lot more readings for you to see. The links are in the description box below. Also, there is going to be 3 playlists appearing, and there is also a poll that closes on the 28th of March, okay, at midnight UK time. And you can vote for your favored next reading, okay? So which reading would you like to see next? Now we are going to see the last week, and what do we have here? The Magician. Things are very possible going to change, and I am sensing here, okay, with this Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion, that is going to be down to you, okay? Which way do you want to change this situation? Which way would you like it to end? And here is the Ace of Swords. You've got to be truthful to yourself. You've got to put onto those scales, or maybe on pen and paper, what was the good and what was the bad of this relationship when it was, you know, still going, okay? And what do we have at the end? And here we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Take all of the time that you need. This is the card that is ruled by Saturn. This is the Wheel of Karma. Okay, so maybe you went through all of that with your ex because you needed to learn something, you needed to experience something that you had decided before you incarnated into this particular life. But do you think that you need to repeat it again? Or do you think that you can now approach it with a different attitude and still be with this person, but with the understanding on how to really work together in a balanced way? Or do you think it's time to let go? It's completely up to you, Pisces. All the possibilities are completely opened, okay? At the end of the deck, we've got Temperance. You waited a long time for this to happen, okay? For this person to come forward. But you need to stay balanced, because the possibility of a reunion is here. Not immediately though, because the Temperance, and mostly as well when it's just back to back with the Wheel of Fortune, is definitely not something that would happen immediately. It would take time, but the possibility of a reconnection, of getting back together, is there, okay? But it's down completely to you what you accept then at the end of the day, okay? Now we are going to do something that is very important, and that for me it's the paramount of all the readings, okay, at least about the axis, is we are going to see what the universe is telling you about helping you to find peace in your journey in general, and it's all about you, okay? And here we've got the Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. Yes, at the end of the day, and this will help you incredibly with that 10 of Swords, of coming out of that pain even faster. Okay, be playful, go out with friends, find a hobby, do anything that brings joy to your life, okay? Now we are at the time where we are going to see what are the archangel telling you about your particular question. So take a deep breath, and we are going to find the answer from them, okay? Here we go, and we have got within the next few weeks. And, well, we saw what is happening within the next few weeks, don't we? Here we go. This is your reading, beautiful Pisces, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like a private reading with me, the link is in the description box below. Okay, all the playlists should be appearing right now. Don't forget to vote on the poll. It's in the pinned comment below. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.